Welcome back to our channel. Whether you're going on a weekend getaway or an extended vacation, a first aid kit is an essential part of packing for that trip.
And so today we thought we would bring you the top 10 things that you should include in your first aid kit when you are traveling.
Now, of course, you need to skew your first aid kit to match you and your traveling companion's personal needs and medical conditions, but we're going to give you a great general list to get started.
And it's a great idea to check that first aid kit from time to time because you don't want to run out of something and not have a chance to replenish it. And sometimes medications can get out of date, so double check those before you leave for your trip.
But first, before we get started, we just want to ask that you like this video and subscribe to our channel. We put out new content every week and we'd love for you to come along.
So to start off with, we recommend that you get a special bag to keep all of your first aid supplies. Of course, you can pack the first aid supplies in your toiletry kit, but if you have a separate bag like this one, it makes it so easy to just grab that and throw it in a day pack if you're going out on an excursion.
All right, so let's get right into it. Our first tip is to make sure you bring Band-Aids.
Now that has to be number one on anybody's list for a first aid kit. We recommend that you take a variety of sizes in case you have a cut or a scrape, and they're also really great if you get blisters from walking too much or wearing new shoes. We have this great little travel case that I just fill with the out of the box that I keep in my medicine cabinet, so I have some with me at all times, and it's super easy to throw that in a first aid kit when you are traveling.
So up next is hand sanitizer. Who goes anywhere without hand sanitizer in 2024? For us, we like to opt for something more like this Pure and Clean hand sanitizer that's a little more safe for your skin and not so drying as an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Just like an alcohol-based hand sanitizer, it can be used as dual duty to clean your wounds and disinfect, but it's not going to sting like that alcohol hand sanitizer does.
So the next item on our list is Q-tips. Now you're probably traveling with Q-tips anyway if you need to clean out your ears, but it's a great idea to throw them in your first aid kit as well. I have this handy little case that, again, I just refill it from my big box in the medicine cabinet, and then I just throw it in my first aid kit or my toiletry kit, so I always have it with me. Q-tips can be very handy in cleaning cuts and scrapes, and it can also help apply antibiotic ointment to help prevent infection.
And that takes us right into our next tip, which is to make sure you pack that antibiotic ointment.
Like this, it's a little tube of Neosporin, or as our grandma used to call it, Neosporin. This is perfect to apply to small cuts and scrapes to help prevent infection, and it is so small and easy to throw in your first aid kit, it is a no-brainer to bring along.
Following that, our next tip is to make sure you bring tweezers. You never know when you're going to get a splinter or something like that that you need to remove from your skin, and a good pair of tweezers are going to definitely make that a lot easier.
Although if you are traveling in an airplane, you may want to put that in a check bag so that you don't get any problems through TSA. Next up on our list is to pack a pain reliever like acetaminophen or ibuprofen. I've got this really small bottle of Advil that, again, I just refill from my bathroom cabinet so that I always have some with me. You never know when you're going to have a headache or a fever and you want to take care of that, and this can really help you out with that.
And speaking of medications that you should bring with you, make sure to bring some antihistamines like Benadryl or hydrocortisone cream. You never know when you're going to have an allergic reaction for something, at least if you have allergies like I do, and you want to make sure you definitely bring something to take care of that.
And actually, Laura uses this for double duty because when you get on an airplane, like an overnight flight, you take a Benadryl, don't you?
Absolutely. Benadryl's active ingredient is the exact same active ingredient in Somanex and several other major sleep aids, so I just bring a generic Benadryl bottle with me and it does dual duty.
Next up is to bring aloe vera gel or after sun lotion. Now, we hope that you put on sunscreen so that you don't get burned, but if you do get a sunburn, it is so important to have some of this with you. It can help relieve the sting and the burning and help cool your skin so that you could get a good night's sleep. It also is going to help you recover from that sunburn just a little bit faster.
And my personal favorite is to make sure you get an aloe vera gel with lidocaine in it, because it's going to numb that sunburn and definitely help you sleep a lot better.
And make sure if you do get aloe that it is authentic, real aloe vera gel and not just a gel that looks like that. Another thing is when I went on a trip, I went on a river float and I got super sunburnt on my legs and I was just miserable for the rest of the trip. I couldn't even wear shorts or pants. I had to switch to dresses because I couldn't stand to have anything on my skin. So Take a tip from me. Don't do what I did. Wear your sunscreen, but if you do get sunburned, have some after sun lotion or aloe vera gel in your first aid kit.
And our number 9 tip is to make sure you bring some kind of stomach medication, like these Pepto tablets here, or some Tums. These Pepto tablets are great because they're not a liquid to spill in your luggage, and they're compact and easy to use.
When you're out on vacation, you're going to be trying so many rich foods, new drinks, and if you have an upset stomach, you're definitely going to want to have something to turn to relieve that. And speaking of upset stomach, the last thing that we have to include in the first aid kit is some kind of motion sickness tablets, or maybe something like a C-band that can help you if you get motion sick on an airplane, a car, a boat, whatever you're doing.
And if you're a cruiser and going to be out on that ocean for a while, you might want to talk to your doctor about scopolamine patches, because that has been a game changer for me. I have all of these seasickness medications with me just in case, but I usually don't have to use them because of those patches. They're really magical.
And just note that those are by prescription only in the United States, so you definitely need to talk to your doctor. Well, that wraps it up for us today. We hope that this has been helpful in helping you put together your first aid kit for your next trip.
Is there anything we forgot? Anything you would put in your first aid kit that we didn't think of? We'd love to hear it in that comment section below. We will answer those comments, and we really enjoy hearing from you.
Thank you so much for watching today. If you got anything out of this video, we ask that you like the video, and please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. It really helps us out.
And if you want to see any more of our travel tips, there's a link just below to our travel tips playlist. Thank you again from Core4 Adventures. We'll see you next time. Bye!